The tragic death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, killed today in a helicopter crash in Southern California. The retired Los Angeles Lakers star and his 13-year-old daughter among 9 victims after that chopper went down and ignited near Calabasas, California. Video from the immediate aftermath showing a fire in the hills as first responders rushed to the scene, and from the sky, a vast debris field, the wreckage still smoldering late today. The news sending shockwaves all around the world, and fans in Los Angeles tonight streaming to the Staples Center, where Bryant helped win 5 championships for the Lakers. We will have much more on that reaction and Bryant's legacy, but we begin with the new details just in on that accident.
Today, shortly before 10 o'clock at 9:47 a.m., the Los Angeles County Fire Department received a 911 call of a potential helicopter down in a brush fire at the intersection of Los Virgenes Road and Willow Glen Street in the city of Calabasas in unincorporated Los Angeles County. Those paramedics were hoisted down to the incident. Early into the incident, they did a search of the area for survivors. Unfortunately, all the survivors on board were determined to have been perished.
As the chief indicated, there were no survivors. We have a manifest that indicates that there was 9 people on board the aircraft, the pilot plus 8 individuals. There is wide speculation of who the identities are. However, it would be entirely inappropriate right now to identify anyone by name until the coroner has made the identification through their very deliberative process, and they've made notifications to next of kin. And it'd be extremely disrespectful to understand that your loved one was perished and you learn about it from TMZ. That is just wholly inappropriate, so we're not going to be going there. We're going to wait till the coroner does their job, and we're assisting the families of those who believe they've been impacted, and it's a tough process. Our hope goes out to all of the members who were on board, all the family of everyone who was on board this aircraft, and God bless their soul.
At guard from Lower Marion High School, number 24, Kobe Bryant.
This series has been interesting in that the team that jumps out to an early lead has lost it by the end of the first half. Kobe Bryant mauled by Jones. They'll call it the act of shooting.
That's something that coaches and players talk about all the time. You think that the game was won or lost in the last possession. Well, it was when you could have taken care of your business and eliminated the opposition when you allowed them to hang around.
You have to give such credit to Denver after losing game 1, and it was a gut-wrenching loss. Anthony for 3. That won't go. Anthony, despite the 34 points in game 2, was 0 for 6 from downtown. Inside, pretty move from Kobe Bryant. Lakers back within 1.
If Dante Jones defending Kobe Bryant in that position, you have to trust the help behind you, and those guys have to be there. That can't be a one-on-one play for Bryant.
These buildings down here, I believe this is called Ocean View Plaza, recently opened. Those are in yellow and purple. And then over here, the International Hotel is lit up as well. Really, really thoughtful tribute tonight. And the U.S. Bank building, we see them quite often. You do their LEDs in various colors, and they are in Lakers colors this evening as well. So a massive outpouring of emotion taking place all over the city, but especially here in the heart of Los Angeles, down here in downtown LA Live at the Staples Center. Pat and Jeff, back to you.
Okay, Desmond, thank you. Pat, we can kind of put this to rest. We were talking earlier about the fourth quarter of that last game of Kobe Bryant. They were playing Utah,
right,
and they won that game 101-96, and it was because of Kobe Bryant. He went 22 of 50 shots, fourth quarter rally, all because of Kobe. And I guess the players, his teammates, told him, "We're not going to pass it to you. You take the ball, and this is your last game." And that's how he ended his career at the Staples Center.
Jeff, wasn't it 60 points?
Yeah, and it was
60 points.
And it was, and the Jazz were up until the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. Yeah. That last second rally.
I think, Jeff, they were everyone in that building was just mesmerized, including the Utah Jazz.
Taking a look at the pictures there, and did you think that wasn't going to happen? I mean, I remember watching that because he retired in 2016, his last game, and I just was like, oh yeah, something's going to happen here. Something special is going to happen. But we're not going to lose this game.
Super special. Yeah. I mean, for him to take off like that, again, it was just an incredible sight to behold. I can remember the gasps and the cheers and the screaming. And again, I think the visiting team, the Jazz, and everybody in there was just, okay, let him work. Let him do his thing. Mm-hmm. And he certainly did. That will, you know what, though, Jeff, is just unreal to talk about stats and things of this nature so early in his career. But this is how he's going to be remembered, by the stats and by the history that he left behind so young. And as we've been talking about, as Jim mentioned, as Bill Plaschke mentioned, he won't be alive to see himself being inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. And more importantly, though, we have to go back to his family, his daughters. You've got 3 sisters who lost one of their sisters at very, very young ages. Maybe a couple of them who may not even remember her being there, but certainly.
Jimmy Roberts in our NBC Sports studios. By now, you've likely heard the shocking and terrible news. NBA superstar Kobe Bryant, 41 years of age, was killed in a helicopter crash earlier today just outside of Los Angeles. A total of 5 people have been reported to have perished in the accident. 5-time NBA champion, who is a candidate for the Hall of Fame this year, was known to have used a helicopter to travel for years, dating back to when he played for the Lakers and commuted from Newport Beach to the Staples Center. This, the scene just moments ago in Denver, prior to the Nuggets game against the Houston Rockets. Elsewhere, the sports world understandably convulsed in immediate shock and sadness. Again, terrible news on this day. Bryant is survived by his wife, Vanessa, and their 4 daughters. And thoughts are with them. Now back to figure skating.
Kobe gave it up. From the Lakers, and Bryant trying to go behind his back, and Boykins the other way, and they'll finish off with Andre Miller. Maybe.
Hey, Kobe did not give up on that play. How about that play?
Now that's leadership. That's the kind of stuff he wants to do and exude, and he plays defense at the other end.
Start with Shaq. He gives it to Walton. Here comes Kobe.
Kobe's the main man. 5-5. Got it. Hamilton, the shot. The 3, yes! Kobe Bryant drains the 3. 2.1 left on the clock. We're deadlocked at 89. Unbelievable.
He didn't.
Got that ball because he says, I'm getting an and 1. I know they're going to hear the whistle.
Play through the backboard. That was a planned play, Kevin. I've seen him do that a lot.
Looking for Bryant. Bryant out deep. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. For the win.